Happy Friday, TGIF, everybody. This is Rich O'Brien with Elevation Food Service Reps here at the Chef's Playground in Denver, Colorado. And I'm with Savannah and Chef Peter and, of course, Chef Shelby from Elevation. Now, we've got our folks here from Seattle Fish Company, and Natalie has helped us find a wonderful wolffish from Iceland. That's our fun fish of the month, and it's in line with the season of the fish. And it's great to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about this and what we're going to do?
Thank you so much. I think we're going to get into a little bit more details on the wolffish in just a second. We want to get these chefs cooking, but it is wolffish. It's coming from Niceland, which is a great seafood company out of Iceland, and it is actually the only MSC-certified fishery for wolffish ever. So this is a really sustainable product, and we're super excited to have it in Denver. Want to get these chefs cooking. So Peter and Shelby, take it away.
Okay, great. What we're going to do today is, for me, an old classic of fish in papillote or in parchment. So we've got our ingredients right here that we're going to do. Shelby is going to explain what he's going to cook in, and I'm doing mine in an old-fashioned oven, a convection blodgett oven. So Shelby, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be letting Peter take the first crack at it here. He's going to be cooking his fish in the convection blodgett oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to be doing the reverse. I'm going to be using a Turbo Chef Plexor, one of the newest releases from the Turbo Chef line. And I'm going to be using a little bit more airspeed or impingement air out of the top deck over there. So as we get going, I'll be back with a little bit more explanation of why that oven is going to be cooking twice the speed as Peter's blodgett.
So we have all our ingredients, a little bit of spinach for a bed on baby spinach, some onion, lemon juice, tomato, so it'll all cook in the parchment there.
You know, Peter, one of the things that I really always love about the Fun Fish of the Month that we're doing over here also is the partnership that we've got with Seattle Fish Company. And everything you guys do is responsible, you know, and making sure that you've got responsible fisheries you're working for, you're responsibly and sustainably catching the fish. And, you know, we've had some discussions here today about that. So just really excited that we get to do this with you.
Well, thanks so much, and we're excited to be able to be over. We're so close to facility here, and then, you know, you can have your chefs in your playground, and the good thing about it is if they want to see fish, you know where to get it.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And we also love the fact that we get to try some of our equipment out.
Yeah, this is so fun.
Yeah, the different ways that you know, our local food service community can come in here and try out their recipes. It doesn't necessarily have to be wolffish. It could be a salmon.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and what we want is for people to understand that we're here to help you. We're here to help you develop these menus, and we're here to help you try this equipment out.
Well,
as well.
yeah, and what we're learning too, and Shelby will talk more to this, is we're finding out, you know, turbo chefs, everybody sees them in coffee shops, they're great for cooking certain products, and seafood is really working in them well. So
You bet. Well, and a lot of chefs for a long time are really afraid of the Turbo Chef ovens because, you know, as it first came in, there was that sort of idea behind replacement. But now, because of the technologies and what these ovens are able to do, the chefs are really finding them to also be for throughput and dynamic and saving in labor.
yep.
Oh, that looks so good. I'm so excited. Do you ever get sick of seafood?
I haven't yet.
I was going to say, that'd be awfully tough.
Well, you come from a seafood area too.
I do. I'm originally from New Orleans, so I grew up eating a lot of delicious seafood.
I was just in NOLA Monday night.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was.
I'm
Had a
heading
great
there in a
time.
couple of weeks. I already have a list of places that I want to eat.
Shelby, how are you
well, I went
coming,
and saw
bud?
my buddy Dickie
You're ready to
Brennan.
go.
It was-
All right, I'm gonna go
it was
in.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I'm going in at 350 in the blodgett oven with low fan. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to set my timer because I've already practiced for 8 minutes, and we'll see what temp it's at.
I'm going to wait about 2 minutes before I put mine in. As
Fine.
I mentioned,
Oh.
some of the technology behind these turbo chefs, if you want to walk over with me,
One thing I want to do
is that on
one
the
more.
control panel, I am on an impingement style cooking oven. So impingement is just like a rapid cook oven where I get to control the top airspeed and the bottom airspeed. So for me, I've chosen 40% on the top air and 100% on the bottom. So I am going to be coming through this tray over here. So I want to kind of get a sear on the bottom of this fish. I know the Papillote is the poached version of cooking in parchment paper, but I've tried this, and it's going to come out fantastic as we see here. So Peter's has been in the oven for about a minute. We can start mine now. I'll come out just before Peter, and I'll plate mine, and then we'll wait for Peter's to come out.
Awesome. So I think this is probably a good time to tell you guys a little bit about the wolffish. So as Rich mentioned earlier, this is prime season for wolffish. So it is a fish that is available all year long. You can get it all year long, but prime season, which runs from March until July, is absolutely the best season to eat wolffish. It's just going to be firmer, fattier. They're in the water eating more shellfish, so they have more of a pronounced shellfish flavor. So yeah, this is just the absolute best season that we can possibly be getting this wolffish. And as I mentioned earlier, it's coming from Niceland and Iceland. And we actually, have several of their other products, Arctic char in-house and things like that. So we get a lot of the times direct flights from Iceland with this product. So this product is super fresh. It literally
That
came
whole
in.
fish was actually, it was caught on Tuesday and got to us Wednesday night.
Gonna be in my belly
that's
on
pretty
Friday.
fresh. That's pretty fresh.
That's really fresh.
Yeah, one of the things you'll find because of our contacts and what we do and how we put, for over 100 years with the Iceno starting the company, we can get fish fresher inland Colorado landlocked than you can on the coast sometimes. Comes straight direct to us, where then it might go into a warehouse on a truck and then go to someplace else in 4 or 5 days, and we've getting it 3 days, 2 days.
That's awesome.
1 day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Our warehouse is very strategically placed to be very close to Denver International Airport. Our trucks go out. We work basically 24/7. So wolffish, in terms of kind of like a flavor profile, is actually an interesting fish. It has kind of a sweet crab-like flavor, especially during prime season, as well as you can't see it here because these fillets are already portioned, but the fillets are very long. So you can see the fish here is even a little bit longer than the plate. It's kind of wrapped around here. Wolffish are kind of named because of their silly teeth, so you can see those. But they are very long fillets, and that makes it really great for portioning. So for chefs who are looking to, sometimes it's a little hard with fish to get multiple portions out of one fillet. This, Peter, how many portions do you think you got out of a fillet?
I got 2, and what I've done before too is when it gets towards the tail, it works out fine, especially in Papillote, to put 2 portions on there to get the finished portion of 6 to 8 ounces. Yeah. And it works out great, especially with this recipe that we did. So.
Awesome. Wolffish as well pairs really nicely with acidic foods, so lemon, capers, kimchi, anything like that has a little bit of an acidic flavor to it. So we have some lemon in our recipe here, but this would also go really great with, endless amount of applications, I think, especially with some acidic foods, which is great, I think, going into spring and summer when chefs are really looking to play around with flavors and things like that. So yeah, we're just really excited, I think, to have this product in-house. Again, our Fun Fish program, we talked about this a little bit if you saw last month's video. We're partnering now with Elevation. We just restarted this program. If you remember, maybe a couple years ago, it was called the Whole Boat program. So the idea was, to use a lot of the bycatch products and things that were going to be on the boat. But we revamped it a little bit. We're calling it our Fun Fish of the Month. So we're featuring 1 fish per month. That's something that we don't typically carry at Seattle Fish Company. But our sales reps and our chefs are just super interested in product variety. And so this is a really great way that we can kind of test out some of these products, let the chefs test them out, let them run specials or, market price fish, and let the community try some fish that they may have never tried before. So we have a lot of food service customers and also a lot of retail customers as well. So even consumers can sometimes get this in your smaller grocery stores like Sunnyside Farm Market in Durango. I think, several of the local restaurants and things have been carrying it as well. So you can always talk to your sales rep about bringing in the fun fish of the month. Even after the month is over, we try and still bring them in by pre-order.
And Savannah, I really, since we started this and we're going forward and we partnered over here, we would love to invite any chef that wants to come in and see the chef's playground here, look at the equipment, and maybe come in and come up with a recipe and challenge Shelby and I to a cook-off.
That's a great idea.
We would really, and have some fun. That's all we want to do. And eat some good fish, and then maybe take it back to the restaurant and say, wow, we got to put this on the menu. So
yeah, shoot us a note over here at elevationfs.com. Let us know you want to come over and join us for the next Fun Fish of the Month. That's a great idea, Peter.
Oh, well.
I think we should hopefully have somebody give us a challenge. And as I look at this, also, I'm kind of curious. Should we go get one of those Rona white wine glasses and see if we've got a Riesling or a nice ice wine that might wash this guy down?
Yeah.
I think that's probably something that would really pair well with that.
I think so as well. Yeah, anything I think kind of with that crisp flavor, I think will go really well with this.
That's great. Sure is a cool fish.
So here we go, 6 seconds on this. And the drawer, these automation of the Turbo Chef Plexor, we have
Good.
3 cavities. So if your chef can't get over there instantly, this drawer automatically opens for us. So here we go, parchment paper. Came out a little bit dark, but there's a lot of resistance or a lot of space as that heat and steam created that distance. So I'm gonna set that here for a minute. We're gonna wait for Chef Peters to come out of the convection oven. I'm going to start my next one right now.
I've got a minute more on my timer. And then we'll check the temperature and see if it's done.
We'll have this full recipe available on our blog as well. So if you just go to seattlefish.com, it's called our Fishmonger Journal. We share a lot of things on there, but we do always share our fun fish recipe of the month. You can also find us on social media. You can find Elevation on social media. So we will have this full recipe available to you if you would like to check it out as well.
Yeah, and definitely the idea too is to come try out different cooking techniques.
Absolutely.
With the different
Towel.
types of fish as well.
Yeah.
I think this guy's pretty versatile, and we're also seeing that we're using the technology of a really nice convection oven that Chef Peters got a lot of experience with Blodgett. But then Shelby bringing in the new Turbo Chef with the new microwave ventless assist and things like that, so that we can see the variety that we can get with this. So the fish is
There's
such
the
a
first
variety
one I
as
put
well,
in.
so.
Yeah, we are so blessed
And
to
I'm
be
just
here
going to be
at
really
the-
quick and take a temp on it. And guess what? Not ready yet. So we're going to go in for a little bit longer.
That is looking delicious over
Could have
here.
used a little more olive oil on mine.
So yeah, I think the great thing is, like you were saying, there's so much, so much variety of equipment that we can use here. Last month when we were here, Peter was cooking just, on the stovetop here. I think we were talking about this cool plancha grill that we want to incorporate sometime soon. So yeah, I mean, I can't think of a better name for this than the Chef's Playground.
Oh,
It's
great.
just,
I love it. Yeah. And the other thing that we really enjoy as well is, being able to use some of our new Cambro products, especially with the high heat pans. I think that's a pretty versatile piece for us. Also in our plating with the Steelite products as well, it gives the chef a chance to come in and say, I want to see how my product looks on a particular type of plate.
Absolutely.
And flatware and things like that as well. So we get to do really start to finish. And, being able to partner with you guys to come in and have the differences in species and fish and things like that to come and say, okay, we got this, and we're going to do it here, and this, and we're going to do it here. It's very creative. And obviously, Shelby, that's just looking really, really nice.
Delicious.
Tell us a little bit more about what you did with that.
So on this rapid impingement style cooking, that Plexor does have the ability to do a microwave assist, but I did not use that. I could still get a nicely cooked fish out in about 5 minutes. So I've got another portion in there. I didn't quite get enough olive oil for mine that I was anticipating. So on this next batch, I'll see if this one comes out a little bit cleaner off the paper for me.
When do we get to
But
eat
other
it?
than that, we're just waiting on Chef Peter here. And we will...
Well, actually, you're waiting on the oven.
I turned his gas on half. Here we go. So that's where we stand at the moment.
Love that color.
Yeah, that's what I was, kind of giving. Even though it's cooked in the oven, that little bit of searing is what I was just dying to get and achieve. Peter's standing there.
I know, it's looking good though.
We should round up some forks, though.
So, Savannah, I'm curious how do you guys decide on the fun fish of the month?
So actually, Natalie from our purchasing team is here. So she works closely with her vendors, and typically we're looking for a couple things. We're looking for availability and seasonality. We're looking for sustainability. So this one, like I mentioned, is the only MSC-certified fishery in the world, not just in Iceland, but it happens to be in Iceland. As a company, we are always trying to be as sustainable as possible, bringing in the most sustainable products. We actually run a program called our EcoScore program that we kind of rate ourselves for our products. We score every single item that we bring in with a number based on what their sustainability certification is, whether it's MSC, which is the Marine Stewardship Council, ASC, which is the Aquaculture Stewardship Council. Monterey Bay Aquarium has a great best choice program that we use as well. There are several different sustainability certifications based on, whether it's wild caught or farmed or, how the fish is harvested. And we score all of our purchases. We bring those in. And so we score ourselves as a company for how many, all the fish that we're bringing in, what our score is. We actually brought our score just above 7, which is great. That is, what we were aiming. That was our goal for 2022. And then we actually offer it as a free service to all of our customers as well.
There we go.
They can sign up completely for free to the program and get their own score. So they can, see the fish that they're bringing in and see what their total score is. It just allows for great conversations with the sales reps to say, hey, maybe there's a more sustainable salmon you can bring in that's not that much more expensive or whatnot.
You guys are serious about that.
Yeah, it's a big
right?
thing for us. And then also we always try and get kind of like bycatch products and things like that whenever we can as well. So
Look at that.
If the fish might be caught while they're trying to catch something.
Well, we got to be sustainable so we can keep having fish,
Exactly.
right? I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose if you don't, right?
That is
And
the
there's-
most important.
Oh, look at that.
And one of the things on the seafood and Papillote, what is traditional, is you'll take it over to the table after it's plated with the still sealed, and then when you open it up, you can still see the steam coming out, that smell, the wonderful aroma of the fish, the seasoning that you're using and everything.
Yeah, get in there.
Good job, bud.
Whenever you're ready, you guys, man, well done.
So I got my second piece in. So we were at 12 minutes. It took at 350.
Perfect. I
right.
think we get in here and try
And
it.
Shelby, how fast was yours?
Which one are you going to go for?
5.5 minutes.
Do that. I'll go with this one.
Look how tender that
Oh
is.
my gosh.
That's delicious.
That is so tender. Oh my gosh, that is delicious.
Thank
Actually
you.
my first time
My
trying
gosh,
this
you
product,
guys.
so I'm really
Tell you
excited.
what, if you have any
It's
thoughts about it, don't. Order it from Seattle Fish. This is amazing, you guys. For a Friday morning.
Did we get the Riesling? That's
Oh my gosh.
that's pretty important.
both delicious, both super moist, flavorful, tender, but still firm fillets.
It really shows that it's versatile in any platform that you want to do.
Absolutely.
It's really good. Yeah.
Perfect.
Then
well,
if
yeah.
you get a piece and get a little of the spinach and the onion and the tomato all together on it and just kind of mix it up yourself. That's what's so fun about this dish.
Perfect.
Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go see if we can find that ice wine and that Riesling, and we're going to get busy on some of this Wolffish. But again, thanks so much.
Oh, thank you, guys.
It's great. Yeah, we're
Absolutely.
really enjoying it. And Chef Peter, I think your idea of let's have a couple other chefs come over. I know we've got our friend Justin Brunson wants to come over for one of these. Maybe we get the meat guy to come over and cook a little fish with us.
We could do that.
Why don't we
Yeah.
why don't we do something like that? And
I'm
we'll-
not scared.
obviously.
Hey,
so,
I took a picture with the Wolffish. I'm not scared of anything.
There's no reason you should be. So, anyways, always enjoy having you guys over here, and we're going to look forward to the next time. And thanks as
Absolutely.
always for feeding us so well on a
Yeah.
nice day like
Thanks
this.
so much. We appreciate it.
Take care, guys.